right, everybody. What's up, guys? Welcome to Talking Cardboard Live. I'm John. That's Joe. We're 100% obsessed with the hobby. No industry glaze, just real talking about ripping packs, chasing grails, trading at shows, geeking out over cardboard and vintage, whether it's vintage, modern, Hall of Fame, prospects, whatever your PC is. We're here for it all. And that kid in a candy store kind of feeling. Y'all ready? Let's rip into it. This is Talking Cardboard Live, episode number 3. Joe, how you been?
Let's go, man. I have been super, living life, running streams, selling cards and just still obsessed with the hobby, having a great time with it. Happy to be on with you for another week and let's talk some cardboard.
Yeah, let's do it. That's it. I've been fine, man. Been fine. Been busy with my shows and it's raining out today. I don't know. It's been a good week so far and had a good card show over the weekend. I set up a table in Murfreesboro, and that was kind of fun. I'll set up a show, or I'll set up at a show, and what I do is I'll set up the table, and then I'll just not be at the table at all. Like I'll just be walking around, like trying to buy stuff. Mostly, I'm just trying to buy stuff when I'm at shows, but then I'll have a bunch of stuff over at the table that I'm trying to get rid of, and I'll keep an eye out. Every a couple minutes, I'll look over to see if there's anybody over there. Unfortunately, I got some buddies. I got some buddies who will kind of steer people my way sometimes. I'm sure it's annoying to them, but
Marcus with you too,
huh?
Is Marcus there too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a buddy. He's a buddy of mine. But he and I weren't like right next to each other. But I ended up like pretty much clearing off my table. It was good. It's good.
Nice.
Like I got rid of a bunch of stuff and brought a bunch of new stuff in for my shows. Rocking and rolling, man.
Got a show coming up possibly in a couple of weeks at the local Harley Davidson dealer, if you can believe that.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
TK Sports Cards is joining us. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we got some guests. We have a guest today. We have guests. Yes, we have people. We have one person, at least one confirmed person who is watching us, which is very exciting. And then we also have our very first ever guest to the Talking Cardboard live show. And this is going to be fun. Would you like to introduce our guest, Joe?
I would love to. This is a very special guest who was gracious enough to join us today after a absolutely life-changing moment on Topps Hobby Rip Night. I am not going to spill the tea or spoil his story. I'm going to let him share it. But his name's Steven, goes by Blue Cord Breaks on Whatnot. If you're not following him, give him a follow. He's a great dude, runs a great stream, has sick cards. Dodgers fan, unfortunately, but let some things slide. It's fine. I want to bring Steven on and let him tell you all about his experience on Topps Hobby Rip Night, which was just absolutely mind blowing. Could not happen to a better guy. He's an Army Infantry combat vet, has a family of 2 with 1 on the way, lives outside of LA. And Steven, Blue Cord, take it from there, brother.
Hey,
Nice to meet you, man.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on this show, man. It's super excited, man. Super excited. Like I said, podcast about talking cardboard. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. So, but yeah, thanks for the introduction. Yeah, as Joe mentioned, I'm the guy that pulled the 1-1 Ohtani out of a Top Series 1 jumbo box. It was 4th pack in, and you guys see Topps dugout, Topps, Fanatics, everything. So yeah, it's surreal. It's still living it,
So tell us all about the card itself. When you saw it, like what were the things that kind of popped out to you immediately about it? Like describe, because people might not have seen the video. What exactly is this card? Like,
I have a picture of it. The way it happened is I was, just like every other, like we all do with cards and stuff. You have your cards, you have your stack of cards, and you look them back and you fan them out, right? You want to fan them out to see if there's any color, there's anything different. Well, I had fanned it out like that, and there was a backwards card, and it was a die cut, and I was like, "Oh, dude!" And the guy next to me, I told him, I was like, "Dude, I think I got an auto." He goes, "What?" I was like, "I think I got an auto." So I was only at the bottom, and then I flipped it over more, and it showed 1-1 on the corner.
So you knew right away. You got spoiled a little bit. You knew right away that you got something crazy.
Oh yeah. The moment because I've hit a Christian Yelich 75th auto die cut. It was out of 50. So I was like, okay, I already knew that they're all die cuts and they're all autos. So once I seen the die cut and I was like, oh dang, I seen the 1-1, I yelled it out, and everybody at that rip night rushed over to the table that I was at, and I mean, like in the video, I was like, I flipped it like on the river, bro. Boom. Like it was like, oh dang, Shohei Ohtani. And then the rest is history, man. It's crazy, bro. Like I wasn't even gonna go to Rip Night, to tell you that. Like I was like contemplating going to Rip Night. I had just found out about Legends Attic a month prior at another card show because I set up at card shows too. And the people behind me work at Legends Attic, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you should come to Hobby Rip Night." And I was like, "What's Hobby Rip Night?" So they gave me the rundown. Shout out to Johnny and Jay, But I was like, okay. So I told my wife, I was like, babe, put it on your phone. I'm going to Hobby Rip Night. She's like, okay. And we're happening to so be at my in-laws' house, who lived about 15 minutes away from there. And I was just chilling. I was chilling, basketball shorts, t-shirt, and my Crocs, just hanging out at my in-laws' house. And she's like, babe, your card thing's today. I was like, oh, dang, Hobby Rip Night. I was like, should I go? She goes, just go. She goes, I'm going to be here with my mom and the kids. I was like, okay, cool. So I changed and I drove down there and said what's up to the people that I met at the card show, and walking around, drinking some water and stuff like that. And then they had their table set up, and all their Topps baseball stuff was discounted. So the hobby boxes normally 180, they were down for $200. The jumbo boxes were 280, they were down to $200. So I was like, dang, blasters were like $15, hangers were like $5. I was like, cool. So I was looking at that, I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, should I get 2 hobby boxes or should I go for a jumbo? And I was like, just go 2 hobby boxes, a guaranteed hit. But then the guy Johnny was like, dude, you're guaranteed an auto in the jumbo. I was like, yeah, you're right. So I was like, I'm gonna take 2 jumbos. And believe it or not, I used PayPal in 4. I was like, I'm not gonna use the cash. I use my PayPal credit card, PayPal in 4. I'm still paying off the 2 boxes, guys. Like, so I'm like, so I'm like, okay, I got the 2 boxes, and he showed me the case, and there was 2 mixed boxes on top, and then there was one that was still like stuck inside the box at the bottom. I was like, I'm gonna take the 2 huggers. Grab the 2 huggers, got them out, paid, walked to my table, sat there for a few minutes. The guy next to me had like 4 hangers and 2 hobbies, and I was like, hey bro, you ready to crack? He goes, yeah. We cheered on the boxes, sliced it open, and yeah. I was going to see Bubba Chandler relic. I left the silver packs for last, and then it was some random number foil card, and then that's when I seen the die cut, and I was like, oh dang, this is it. And from there, man, it was just like, man, it was crazy. Like yeah, bro, thank you.
People have since asked you to pick out a box for them.
Even like on certain group chats that I'm in on Instagram, or even like on the Discord and stuff. They're like, hey, Blue, I'm at Walmart. Which one should I take? I'm at Target. Which one should I take? And then
give me a number.
I'll screenshot and I'll circle it. Okay.
No pressure, right, bro?
Yeah, for real, man. And and it's funny because my wife stayed back with my in-law at her parents' house, and I FaceTimed her. Like, there's a video, and I'm like, my wife's not answering. I'm FaceTiming her, and she's like, what happened? I was like, get your butt over here now. And she's like, well, what happened? What happened? And then everybody's like, hurry up, get down here, hurry up. And like, I was like, look, everybody, like, get down here now. So she came down, and man, I was like, dude, it's an Ohtani 101. And
did you there, know at the time how life-changing a card that was?
Honestly, bro, no. Like, I've seen like people hit Ohtani 101s and stuff like that, and I know they go for several $1,000s, whatever. And I'm just like, okay, but just like the publicity that I got off that card, and just how much attention was on me, I was like, okay, this is a really big card. Like, it's a 75th die cut, celebrating 75 years of Topps.
Oh yeah,
it's a 1/1 of not Judge, not J Rod, not J Ram, not Jackson Holiday, Shohei Ohtani. And I'm like, dude, like this is something else. Like, I would have been happy with any 1/1, but it's Ohtani.
It's on card.
Yeah, and it's on card. But I was just like, let me see if I have I know I have a picture. It was
in LA,
Yeah, and out of all places, Legends Attic is owned by Earl Hershiser.
That's so cool, man.
Oh wow!
So I met I was.
Wait, did you get to meet Oral?
I met Oral. Like,
that's so cool, dude, man.
I met Oral Hershiser, dude. I even met the CEO of Topps.
Wow.
Mike Mahan.
Wow.
Like, he was at another event like 4 hours away. He left that event.
Oh yeah.
Hauled his butt over there to where I was at, and I was like, dude, it's crazy, bro. Like, wow. It was surreal. Like,
hey Matt, good to see you, buddy.
Oral Hershiser, bro.
Oh, dude, wear the Dodgers jersey too, man. Solid.
Bro,
That's
it
so
was
cool.
it was crazy, man. Like, and then like I was on the news, man. Like,
That's amazing. That's
I was just like,
amazing.
I was, bro. It was crazy. Like, just the pictures that they took of me, man. It was like it was crazy, man. It was just it was something else, man. It was just like I met Eric Gagne because Eric Gagne was a special guest there, so I met Eric
Hell
Gagne.
yeah.
Um,
He was a great closer for them.
oh yeah, dude, I loved Eric
Great
Gagne, man.
closer.
Yeah, and
Dude,
then
that's
let me
great.
see.
You went to Topps Hobby Rip Night at Dodger Fest, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, and then like that's the CEO of Topps.
Just
wow.
oh man. Man.
Bro, like it's crazy. Like I have a signed hobby box by him, bro.
That's so great. Now I do have a question. When you said you folded it out like a card on the river, you put it down on the table. Like what was it like? Because I've seen a video of the guy who pulled like the One Ring card. I don't know if you guys have seen that one where the guy pulls that card and it's like $1 million card and the guy's like freaking out. Did you have a moment where you're like, I gotta focus here and get the card into the the mag and
so
not like not F this up, you know?
Yeah, when I was you know how hard it is to get a die cut in a penny sleeve.
Oh yeah.
So I was looking back at the video and I was telling my wife, how the heck did I put that card in the penny sleeve so perfectly? Like boom.
Like I'm going and I'm doing like that. Are you like,
dude, like I was like, and then I struggled to put it in the top loader though. So I was like shaking. I was like, I was like, and I hadn't even opened like the pack of top loaders. I was just so excited to rip. I hadn't even opened the pack of top loaders yet. It was still sealed.
Yeah.
So the guy that was next to me, there was another guy who was recording. He's like, let me open it for you. So he sliced it open and he took a top loader out and I'm holding the top loader and I'm just like I couldn't do it. There was a lady who was recording in front of me. And she's like, you want me to do it? I was like, please. And I'm shaking nonstop. And I'm like, where's my wife at? And she put it in there. I was like, dude.
Oh man. Like, wow. Well, that's good. I mean, you got an assist there. That's clutch right there. Yeah. That's what nerves. One of our somebody in the audience just dropped this in. I pulled a Mantle auto out of a 91 score pack when I was a kid. Took it down to my dad. And he dropped it. It was a bad corner or something like that. I hope not. Okay. Sometimes like I had a card this morning where I dropped it and I was like, oh, you make the joke PSA 1, right? Like,
yeah. Well, that's what everybody was saying too on the video because everybody like, oh, he dinged that corner up. Like, no, I made sure like there was a felt top on. It wasn't just a bare table. It was a felt top on. It was like a table cover, and I made sure it went down flat, and I flipped it. And that's when I seen it. But everyone's like, "Oh, that's a ding corner." Like, no, bro. Like I looked at the card and everything, and I was like, "No, it's solid, bro. It's a solid card."
Hey, by the way, that Mantle, I'm sure it's still a keeper, man. That's I'm
quite sure Matt still has
that Mantle has to be a keeper.
That Mantle auto is still a keeper, man.
Matt's out of the Pacific Northwest, out of Seattle. He does Clayton, gives the games with his son and that kind of stuff. He's a good dude. I've known him for about 1.5 years now.
Awesome, man.
So yeah, I'm quite sure he's still got that one hanging around. But if you ever want to get rid of it, I have dibs.
I guess I did have one other question for you before we move on. And I don't know, Joe, you got anything? But I was kind of interested, like what's like your takeaway? Like if you had like one hobby lesson that you got from all of this, what is it?
Cherish it, bro. I would 100% honestly like cherish it. Like if you're a collector and you really love the hobby, cherish it. But also be smart. Like if it's something that like the way I see it, like everybody was like, oh, you should hold it. You're a Dodger fan. Yeah, I'm a Dodger fan, hardcore Dodger fan. Like, I mean, ask Joe. Joe gets annoyed. I'll talk about the Dodgers all the time on my stream, but hardcore Dodger fan. But I'm a collector too. You know what I mean? But I feel like a card at this high has to go to a bigger collector than myself. You know what I mean? If I could take the advantage of it, selling it off in the auction and stuff, and having to support my family, then that's my family's come first before the hobby. I always tell my wife, I'm a father, husband, then a hobbyist. So the top two are going to go first before the hobby. I was like, then once you guys have your McDonald's, your shopping spree and everything, whatever you guys want, then don't be mad when I go buy my case. You know what I mean? But honestly, just cherish every moment, man. Like that's the biggest thing. If you ever pull a card, even if it's not a 101 Otani, if you pull Connor Griffin out of 25 auto, cherish it, man. Hold it for a little bit, take pictures of it, take videos of it, and like, hey, I pulled it. Like I took the moment and um I told my wife, I was like, we got to get pictures of it together. So like my wife and I, we took a picture of it with it, like just to have
So
memories
cool.
of it. And then
Yeah.
before I'll be honest, I did send it off to Fanatics. It's in the premiere auction right now because it's being promoted with the dual logo man of Judge and Otani right now.
Ooh.
So before I sent it off, I told my wife, I was like, I got to get the kids a picture with it because when I'm hiding it from my family, yeah. Like my daughter took a picture with it.
Oh,
My
Nice.
son took a picture with it. So that way, that's why it's there. Like now they know as they go older, yeah, I did hold the 101 Otani before,
Yeah.
so it's there. And I'm always gonna remember it. Like everybody's gonna be like, oh, you sold it though, but yeah, I sold it, but my family's in a better place now.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nobody
So
could ever take that moment from you, bro. You'll have that forever.
oh,
It's
100%, bro. Like I still catch myself watching the video, and I have the raw footage. Like everybody's like, "What's your number, bro? Let me shoot you the number." And I'm just like, "This is the unedited version. This is no beep 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 stuff. This is like the full cut stuff." So it was just like, man, like then seeing myself on the news, I had a lot of my family recorded it, and then my buddies in the group chat recorded it. And I was like, man, this is cool. Like everybody knows, and I was telling Joe earlier, like it's good karma. You know, if you come into my streams and stuff like that, and I see you really want a card and stuff, I'm gonna work with you.
Yep.
Because I want it's the hobby. Yeah, you can flip cards to make money and stuff like that, but you got to keep everybody together, man. We're a big family. If exactly the memory and experience is worth more than a cardboard. Look at that. You're 100%, Matt. He
Yep.
hit the nail on the head. Like if you want a cardboard and I see I have an Adley Rutschman, you want it? Hey, it's your PC. All right, dude. I have it for $50. Shoot me $40, and it's yours. If you're going to PC it, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go drop it down to where you can flip it later on, but you gotta help each other out, man. If I'm looking for this card, Joe's gonna keep an eye out. Joe's looking for this, I'm gonna keep an eye out. Just same thing with you, Johnny. So it's like, we just gotta stay together, bro, and support everybody. I seen a lot of like, my wife had to like take me off the social media because I was seeing these nasty comments, man. I was just like, bro, like, if I'm just I'll be 100. I'm a nobody, man. Like I'm just a regular dude who's a dad, a husband, and somebody who likes collecting cardboard. And then seeing these comments of people who don't even. So people seeing these comments of people who don't even know me, and they're talking about the way I look, the way I was acting, the way it's like,
come on.
I was just like, bro, like, I was like, you guys don't even know me. If you guys took a chance to come into my stream or whatever, meet me in person, dude, we're gonna go grab a beer, 100%. You know what I mean? But it's just, I was telling my wife, like, I don't know how celebrities do it. I don't know how professional baseball players do. Like I'm sure when Judge dropped the ball in the World Series, how he felt, because I'm sure he got some nasty comments, some nasty tweets.
Oh yeah.
Well,
so, I'm sure that you kind of they're handling it pretty much the way you are, which is like, I'm good. Like, I don't need to,
yeah.
I don't need
and
to like,
and it was like, I was like, okay, in 1 year, out the other. And I was just dusting my shoulders off. And I was just like, man, and that's the biggest thing. I was just like, it was a great moment, great experience, 100%. Like it wasn't, I'm some baller that bought a whole case of jumbos. No, dude, like I just told you guys, I PayPal'd him for these 2 boxes, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just a hobbyist. Like, I love baseball, bro. Like I love baseball. Like, like cards everywhere, bro. So it's just for that to happen to me, I was like, this can happen to anybody. This
love it.
100%.
Cherish the hobby. Can happen to anybody. Got to let the criticism come in one ear, out the other. You got to pass it forward and do good with the people that you're doing business with. There's actually, you gave there are so many lessons that it seems like came out of this that I think everybody can learn from and I find valuable. So thanks for sharing that. Appreciate that.
And that's the biggest thing. Just cherish everything. Even every pull, every pack you rip. Even if you don't pull the mega card you're wanting, if you don't pull the chase card, if you buy a jumbo box and you get one parallel green foil 99, bro, you pull the number card. Yeah. Be happy, like, hey, bro, like, hey, I made something out of this. It's cool. It's a cool looking card. All right, somebody, I may not want it, but somebody on my stream or on Facebook or on Instagram is going to want this card because they PC that team.
Yeah. And even bigger than that, Steven, the perspective, cherish every day you get. because part
100%,
of what I do every day is I'm living for myself, but I'm also living for other people that don't anymore. And there's people in our past that don't get to enjoy that kind of moment with their family or even by themselves anymore. So,
100%.
every single day that I open my eyes in the morning is a beautiful day to me, and it'll be beautiful until somebody tells me otherwise.
Yeah, and I'll be 100%, not to get real personal and everything, but this year I started, like, there's this page on Facebook that shows prayers, like verse of the day and prayer of the day, right? Message of the day. I told myself starting January 1st, I'm gonna read every one and save it. And why? Because I felt like blessed because we found out my wife was pregnant. I was like, this is a new year. 2026 is gonna be big for us. My daughter's gonna be born. My son's gonna turn 9. My daughter's gonna go into the 6th grade. So I'm just like, man, and then like just the good vibes from the videos that you sent, Joe, over Instagram, bro. Like, don't that 100% hits. Just everything hits, and it just you cherish every day. Pray that you have, just be happy you have air in your lungs and you're 6 feet above ground, not 6 feet below.
Amen, brother. Every day above the earth is a great day.
Yeah, for certain. Every day is a blessing. And on that note, the World Baseball Classic has been quite a blessing. I think. I mean, Team USA, we're in hot water right now, but
we're doing all right.
It's
what is it? Mexico has to win or something like that.
They have to win by like 5 runs or more, or Italy has to win.
If Italy wins, then we're in the quarterfinals. If Mexico wins by 5 or less, then we're out. Oh, it's 3-0 Italy. Thanks, Matt.
I think we'll get in. Hopefully we'll get in. All right, great. That's good.
I know they went by they went by the runs per game and the batting average and everything, right?
It's confusing. The whole thing is the tiebreaker system seems really complex.
Yeah, it was too many numbers for me. I'm an infantryman, man. I don't know numbers.
The initial tiebreaker is run differential as far as runs allowed, not runs made, but runs allowed. So it's a defensive factor to out the gate, which is just strange to me, but. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
you would think it would be the ones who score the most runs in the last few games. So,
yeah. Well, there's the thing that's cool is there's a lot of prospects that have been playing in the World Baseball Classic, and we thought
I was told there would be no math. It's baseball. Who needs math? 643 = 2.
We thought it'd be fun for sure. We thought it would be fun to talk about the prospects that are playing in the World Baseball Classic and how some of these players are. I mean, just for example, like you see stuff happening like with Pete Crow Armstrong smashing a 3-run home run, and then this morning having no problems selling any of his cards, and just the trickle down effects. Caglione, I sold a big one of him this morning based off of what happened, but. There's a lot of players. I didn't realize there's a lot of the top prospects are getting an opportunity to shine in there. And one of them was Bazana. I haven't really been watching Team Australia very closely, but Bazana's he was a number 1 pick, right? A couple years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. I think Australia's out, I think.
Yeah, I think
Australia's out. What people were saying is that just the only thing Bazana had to do was put more oomph in his stride. Because he wasn't running as fast on the bases. So, but other than that, I mean, seeing these prospects in the WBC and what they're doing, you can only imagine what they're going to do when they get called up.
Oh, right. I mean, Roman Anthony's just been an absolute beast for Team USA. The dude's just crushing it. Owen Cassidy.
Yeah. Some of these guys I don't know at all. Like I really am when it comes to modern baseball, I'm kind of coming back to it after a long time away from baseball. And I'm trying to learn who the new guys are, and especially the younger up and comers.
I just started this year. I'm focusing on baseball. I was doing all 3 sports when I first started. Whatnot, basketball, football, and baseball. So I was everywhere.
Hey, 5-0 Italy, yes, Woo! USA.
Oh, already. Huh?
Thanks for the updates there. Appreciate it. That's great. Awesome. We're getting this is awesome. So I don't know anything about anybody know anything about Owen. I guess he's in one of the top power prospects. I don't know. By the way, this article could be just totally generated by AI. I don't know.
No, Owen Casey's a Cubs prospect.
Yeah.
But he was initially drafted, I think, by the Padres, but he's a Cubs prospect now. And he's got a heck of a lot of upside. He's a good 5-tool player.
Legitimate upside and power.
A lot of people are saying he's a hold for sure when it comes to collection as well.
Yep.
Michael Arroyo. I didn't really know anything about him.
Seattle. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with Arroyo.
This is good though. This article is like helping me understand some of the he's a developing talent in the Mariners system. Doesn't sound like he's a huge.
Yeah,
huge
he's not up there, but
Yeah.
there's people that are like watching him and holding him because I do get a lot of people that ask for a Royal too on my streams. Harry Ford.
That's kind of interesting that Harry Ford's on here because he's really been down. He was the number 1 pick in 22 or 23, I think. Maybe
okay.
21. But he's sort of been. He was with the Pirates. I don't know if he's still with the Pirates. And I think he is still with the Pirates. But he's also. He's been designated the minors the last 3 years. I don't even think he's seen the show yet.
Wait, so highly regarded Mariners prospect. This might be just totally AI generated.
No, Harry Ford. No, Harry Ford did. I think he's in. No, I wouldn't say. I believe he's
Somebody want to fact check to see if he's still in the Mariners system?
Matt's in Seattle. He would know if he was a Mariners prospect, I would think. Is he with the Mariners?
Is he with the Mariners?
Yeah, he's
national. He's a national now. All right. Well, maybe who knows? Who knows when this was written? Now, this guy I was told is really good.
Yeah.
And I was told
he got called up last year. Harry Ford did get called up last year. He only played a few games.
Oh,
okay, but he did. Okay.
This guy apparently has been crushing it, and he's really good.
His market's through the roof right now, man.
Yeah. I was checking it to see if I could just snag some stuff off of eBay, and it's just like, it's up there.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope.
Matt. Yeah, but if he's catching behind Big Dumper, who catches like every single game of every, the guy just
he's never going to be able to get get the call up really and make any impact. But this guy's another guy that I was like, today was the first day I'd ever actually have him written down on a sticky note. So like, because people will tell me like a name of a player they're looking for, and I'm like, I gotta look that one up now. But this guy, he's apparently been really good throughout the tournament. And then Drew Jones is a guy that hasn't really done much, has he?
He's an up and comer for the D-backs. He's Andrew Jones's son, who just got into the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
that's Andrew Jones's son.
Yeah.
And he's been a highly touted prospect. He hasn't gotten much of a chance. He did really well in 2A ball last year. I think they expect him to make his MLB debut this year.
Interesting. I have a case season. I didn't even know who this guy was. I had a case hit of him, and I didn't really know like what it was. Like some kind of I don't remember what the card is. It's like but it was like a card that I didn't know that he was any good, and it was like a $15 card. I'm like, maybe I'll hold on to that one. Make sure I have one of them. It's always good to have at least one or two decent cards of a prospect.
For sure.
So Drew Jones, Nolan McLean. I don't know this guy at all.
Local guy.
I didn't know him.
He played in high school 15 minutes for me.
No way.
Absolutely fantastic.
It was Italy took advantage of him.
Yep. He had a great first inning. Yes, the second inning was a little bit tight. But he came up toward the end of last season for the Mets, and I think 5 or 6 games was 5-1 and had an ERA right at 2. So
he's solid. He was,
and in high school, the dude used to bat from either direction and throw like 95 miles an hour down the middle as a junior and senior in high school. Absolutely insane dude, and a really, really nice kid. Like a super nice guy.
Awesome, man. Well, there's some of the players that have been featured in the World Baseball Classic, and it's been really fun. We get a season before the season.
Yeah.
Right.
It's great, right?
It actually means something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that it's cool how much pride the teams are taking in representing their countries, which I think is different than a lot of the stuff you've seen over the last like 5 or 10 years. Like people, we don't want to be too outspoken of like our, how excited we are to represent the USA or anything like that, and it's like, it's been really cool to see.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, say the one I kind of take exception to Cal Raleigh. I'm not shaking Randy Arozarena's hand at the at bat the other night. Randy Arozarena was playing for Mexico and came.
Yeah, that was a.
He put his hand out and Cal was like, "No, I'm not going to." They're teammates in Seattle and have been teammates for the last year. So that was kind of like that's kind of bush league to me, but whatever. You're on a world stage and you're playing for your country, so.
I also don't know what the context was. Like I heard some people talking about the context could be that there was like some trash talking that was happening and maybe he was trying to like blow it over or whatever, like, hey, sorry or whatever. But I don't know. I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know. Hopefully they can figure out a way. They're both pretty big players for that team. So
they're professionals. I'm sure they'll get over it.
They'll probably figure it out. Yeah. So we had a couple other things we wanted to talk about. Of course, well, I think we've never shared an Instagram story on here, so I don't know how the audio situation would work. So maybe we'll just jump into this little thing that I you're on Facebook, you're in some Facebook groups and things like that, and talking about the hobby. And I came across a post that was kind of interesting, and it made me think, well, how would I handle this situation as somebody who loves to collect, sells cards, and it kind of touched on some things that I'm like, oh, I don't know if I would have handled the situation this way if I was the card store. So I want to run this by you two and see if you maybe agree with me. If you don't, it's totally fine. But like we can have a little discussion about it because I think these kinds of things come up all the time. I think it's probably best just to show you what I'm talking about, and then we can discuss. But
all the sell and whatnot, so the customer experience matters.
For sure it does. For sure it does. So let's pull this up. Yeah, so this is an article that I saw here. And I'll just read it out loud for anybody who's just tuning in and maybe checking out the audio, just listening. This is posted in some group called Sports Card Nonsense, which is actually a pretty fun Facebook group.
I love that group.
Yeah, my son and I just opened a mega box of 26 Topps baseball cards. Every one of the 168 cards in the box had horrible corner damage. I reached out to Topps and I was informed that they would require me to submit 168 card defect claims. I've never heard of anything so crazy. I reached out to the card shop where I purchased the box less than 2 hours ago and was told it was not their problem. The card shop has been the go-to card shop for he and his kids for quite a while. And he says he's just going to go somewhere else. He's bummed out. If anybody knows how any way to get help from Topps, any advice is welcome. And they got no support from Topps. And, my feeling with this is like, and you end up finding out through reading through the comments that this guy was buying 8 to 10 boxes a month from this card store. And my instant reaction to this is like, why aren't you just like giving them a box or giving them like a cheap slab or giving them something to ease the sting, to not just say like, hey, it's your problem, go file 168 card defect claims. That's my instant reaction to it. And it was surprising to me to see that most people in the comments were actually supporting the card shop and saying it's not their problem. Like, you shouldn't be blowing them up publicly about this or anything like that. But it was interesting. I was like, oh, I think I would have handled this differently if I was the card shop owner, because they really went kind of scorched earth on this guy. Really like called him out and said like, hey, how dare you publicly call us out on what we're doing. And we have proof on the cameras that we were nice to you, but basically F you, so it was like, it was just kind of crazy. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm not really sure. I'm not sure that, blowing the card shop up on socials was the right way to go. But at the same time, from a customer experience perspective, were I a card shop owner and had that kind of resources, I mean, you're going to get a free mega box out of it. I'm certainly not going to waste your time. I have a Topps rep. You bring me in 168 ding cards out of one mega box, I'm going to call my Topps rep and be like, I'll be damned if I'm putting in 168 card, defect request for this thing. But you certainly can, or whatever. But I don't. I'm kind of split on that. I definitely wouldn't have handled it the way the card shop handled it, but I don't think I would have handled it the way Mr. Montgomery handled it either. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like, I definitely would have approached. I agree with you on that. Shop is just maybe go to Topps on my behalf because you have the relationship with them that I would never have as a consumer. But
like I would have, like Joe said, I probably wouldn't have put the LCS on blast. I probably would have just put. I reached out to my LCS that I got the cards from, whatever. And then talk about my experience with them. And then if I was the owner of that LCS, I'd be like, hey, bro, look, because I'm not going to lie, it's happened to me before. I bought a hobby box, one pack or two packs were like damaged. I went back to the LCS. They gave me store credit. They're like, we can't give you another hobby box, but we'll give you store credit up to 85% of the box. I was like, all right, cool. That's fine with me. But they let me keep the box. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I still have 85% credit of that. Give me another hobby box, I'll pay the cash. You know what I mean? But I think going on social media, I think that's what the problem with social media is now, especially with the hobby and everything. It's people are so quick to call people out. It's like, just, you don't want, Because what if this LCS is cool? Like they're awesome to everybody else, and they just had this one bad experience. Now you're staining their name. Now nobody's gonna want to go to them. Now everybody's gonna look at John Doe here at work this LCS, be like, oh dude, you're the guy that was being rude to this guy because he got missed a box. I just think calling out the LCS isn't shouldn't happen. Just say, hey, reach out to my LCS. Tops obviously say Tops. Hey, Tops didn't help me out, but as the LCS, try to help them out. Maybe take the box back, reach out to your rep. Like Joe said, every shop mostly has a Tops rep. Reach out to them. Hey, bro, like this guy purchased a hobby box, mega box, whatever it was. All cards were damaged. What can we do? If they tell you, hey, just give him another box, we'll refund you guys, and they don't have.
Yeah, it just kind of strikes me.
Italy, let's go.
Yeah, let's go USA. It just kind of strikes me as like there was probably a better. You kind of have to take the high road if you can. It sucks that nowadays I feel like the only way you can even get attention of anybody sometimes is to publicly put them on blast. And it's like it's not like he put this for the world to witness. It's a Facebook group. So it's not like the entire hobby is reading this, but I get why the card shop is wanting to respond. I just think the tone of the response and the fact that they didn't instantly try in any way to, we're so sorry, is there some way here, let's a store credit or something to kind of help out with that. I just feel like that's just my opinion on what could have been probably handled a little more elegantly by the card shop, but it's like that's the thing. It's interesting about this business. We all get to choose how we decide we want to run our businesses and the way that we want to handle our customer service is, I think it makes a big difference.
And as consumers, we get to choose how we vote. I vote with my wallet as a consumer. I get to choose who I support with my wallet and who I don't. And if I don't agree with the business practices, then I won't support that business. Matt did have a good point. If you ask, what can I do to make this better? People do ask far less than you think. And that is his bread and butter. He is a marketing exec. That's his business. So he has some experience in that space. So I'd absolutely agree with that, Matt.
Yep. I think it's a good point. And, I think honestly, that situation could have just been like, if they'd been like, hey, I'm so sorry that happened, but I will reach out to our rep and see if we can figure out a way to handle this situation or at least get some type of answer as to why this happened. Just anything that showed that they were demonstrated that they heard the customer and we're going to try to do something to address it, I think could have helped here. But
even us who sell cards on Whatnot, you get that one bad review. Like, hey, let me message you. Hey, what happened with the card? Okay, I didn't realize it was damaged. Send me the card back. I'll make it up to you. What do you want to do? Just make it happy, bro. Just reach out to your customers and stuff. And because, like I said, that the word's gonna go a long way. Like he just posted on social media, so it's like it's everywhere now. Sports cards nonsense isn't a small group either.
I count on repeat customers in my business. I know, John, you count on repeat customers. Steve, you count on repeat customers coming in. I mean, we all know people that come back, and they come back for a reason. They come back because we provide good customer service.
Even though they don't like the Dodgers, but it's okay, Joe.
I like you. Because I like you. Right. Dodgers, whatever. I'm a Yankees guy. It is what it is. But, you're a good guy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Joseph, we see you popping in too, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, by the way, we've got like the most concurrent viewers on our stream that we've ever had. So, where's our applause button? Where's the applause button for that? Let's get some applause here. Yeah. We're moving on up. What else? I think right now, maybe Joe, we move into because I think we'll probably be talking for like 10 or 15 minutes about the cards we like. Why don't we just into that final segment that we usually do?
That's perfect. I'm fine leaving backyard breaks out of it to begin with.
That sounds great. Yeah, we're fine. We don't need to talk about backyard breaks right now.
You got good mojo already. We're good.
That's right. We've already talked about some nonsense, some sports card nonsense here. Who wants to kick us off with a cool card that they?
You go ahead. I kicked it off last week. You go ahead this time.
Well, I did pick this up over the weekend. Pretty cool. I love these all aces. These are probably my favorite.
That's a good one.
If I had to pick one set, if somebody made me pick one set and I could only have one set, it would probably be like the super low numbered all aces. I don't know if they go to 101s or whatever, but I have a 75 Clemens in the case there. That's gem 10. I just picked up the Senga to 299. that's gemmed. I just think they're sick. I love poker. I love like playing cards. And so I'm actually also, I don't know if you guys have ever thought of this with how popular these are. Why has Topps never run this back? Doesn't make any sense, right? You'd think they would.
Exclusivity of it. I mean, if you're going to collect that whole set, good luck getting an Otani base card, not numbered, for less than about $400 at this point.
I got one like 2 years ago for like $20 or something like that, and I'm sending it off to PSA right now. So it's like, and these
I sold one during mid-season for like $40.
No.
So yeah,
those are crazy. Like even the Sunny Grays on my stream sometimes go for like $7 now. It's like they're kind of crazy now. But I just love this set. I think it's iconic. I think when people look back at this time in the hobby 10, 15 years from now, they'll probably be making reprint sets of this. I actually think it is kind of cool that they haven't made this every year. It has kind of like, but you'd be shocked if they didn't do this again sometime soon. You would think they would make more of them, but I don't know.
Personally, I'm a huge fan of the 2023 Topps flagship set to begin with. There were just a lot of really cool designs and stuff in that set. Yeah. I've been a huge fan of that set for the last couple of years even.
Yeah,
it's different. So first card I brought today is a former Philly prospect. He got his first Bowman. Hao-Yu Lee now plays for he's now in the minors for the Detroit Tigers. But the thing I love about that card is he signed it in Kenji.
Whoa, yeah, he did.
Any autograph, any Kenji autograph that I will ever, I'll grab it and I'll never sell it. Just that to me is one of the coolest things. You know, just to me, the fact that he signed it in Japanese Kenji is amazing to me. And there are very few that he signed in Kenji. And this is out of 250, but I don't know how many out of 250, how many purples he signed out of in Kenji. But to me, that's a beautiful autograph.
Wait, does Shohei sign in kanji?
He has.
Yeah.
That would be sick. I never thought of that before. That'd be so sick to have an Otani in kanji. That'd be amazing.
I probably butchered the pronunciation.
No, it's like the only reason I know it's kanji is because I studied 4 semesters of Japanese in college. Yeah, but that's the only reason. I wasn't doing that to be a jerk or correct you or anything like that.
You have a big brain on Brad. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's cool. German, they don't have any cool, scripts in German. I know I'm fluent in German, but there's really nothing I can say with that.
It's Japanese language is so interesting. It's just everything's completely different than the US. It's like everything about it.
The comparison of that to some of the new autographs where you've got a first and last initial that's printed on the card. I'm just like, bro, your mom and dad are so unhappy right now.
There's some of these guys that must literally be holding the pen and going like this,
right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of new prospects. Yeah,
it's what it looks like to me. It's like I'm barely able to like draw anything on the card. But they don't teach handwriting anymore, so to give people a break, I guess. It's like you had to learn like how to do like the lines when I was in school. You had to like sit there and write cursive. It was cursive, right?
Yep. Trace the letters, lines.
Cursive letters and all that stuff. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. But then also, I mean, I can't brag too much because my auto right now looks like nothing like my name at all. It's just like it's kind of like very similar to some people's autographs where you're like that you can't read that at all. So
Kick-ass, we see. I did like the Topps Chrome Sonic. The color variants in Chrome Sonic was awesome. That was a cool set. Plus some of the Bobby Witt cards out of that set and J-Rod are beautiful.
Yeah, they reminded me of the Shock from like Prism and like Collect.
Mm-hmm. What card you got, Steven?
So my card would be my first card. Is when I first started getting into like full collecting, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start collecting cards. So at the time, my daughter was 2, so I was like, okay, I want something to pass on to my daughter. The first number card I pulled out of a blaster was X-Fractor number 99, Cody Bellinger rookie.
Oh, that's
so Cody Bellinger rookie debut, and it's number to 99.
Wow, that's awesome.
Like I was like, oh dang. So that's one card that's gonna stay with me forever because like Dodger fan, Cody Bellinger's year, you got rookie of the year. So I was like, man, this is something.
Was that 2016?
2017.
17. Okay, I was 17.
Yeah, so that's my first card. Yeah,
that's a cool one, man. It's a cool one.
Cool. That numbered X-Fractor, you don't even see those anymore. So it's like that X-Fractor is just like a regular parallel now.
So I pulled an X Fractor out of 99 out of Topps Chrome Hobby last year on opening day, the day they released Topps Chrome Hobby, and it was a buyback Shohei Ohtani, numbered to 99. It was a 23 buyback on 24 hobby box, and the buyback on it was $800.
Whoa.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
That was sick. They announced that like a month and a half later, and I was like, "Woo!
Nuts, man! That's nuts."
Man, awesome. Talk about making your money back.
Oh, right? Yeah. All right. Well, actually I couldn't pick one, so I picked up 2 Walter Paytons over the week.
Oh, nice.
And I got a crane disc. Like, this is a rookie. I don't have his like 76 Topps rookie, but I did get the crane disc rookie. And I got I picked up this midnight at a local card shop here to 75 that was in such great condition that I'm definitely sending it in for grading. But one of my favorite players of all time, favorite running backs ever. Ran with one. I mean, you guys have seen some of the replays of some of the stuff he could do. He could taunt people he'd be running and with the football in one hand, just kind of like,
yeah, he's right there just waving it off. Yeah,
you can't get me. And then he'll just like nonchalantly throw touchdown passes and leap over the pile and all that stuff. It was, they
didn't call him sweetness for nothing, and he was a good human being. I mean, genuinely good human being.
It's crazy the training that he would do. He would just go to like a hill and start running up the hill, like just running sprints up hills. Like, that's all he was doing. Like
running for fun.
Yeah, nobody runs for fun. Well, Steven and I don't run for fun. I can guarantee you that. I ran because I had somebody in my face yelling at me. So the second card I brought is out of Topps Triple Threads. It's a Josh Harrison Pirates card, numbered 9 out of 10. But Josh Harrison was a decent player. I think he's still playing a little bit. But that patch, the buck off his shoulder, the actual pirate.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
And I'm from Pittsburgh. I was born in Pittsburgh, raised in northwestern Pennsylvania. So, I'm a Yankees fan, but I also cheer for the Pirates, the National League, and Steelers, Penguins, obviously. But, I don't care this numbered out of 10. That patch is just so beautiful to me with the blue and everything on the card. It's just
they did a really nice job of lining up the lines of the scarf or the bat. Is that the bat? It's the bat.
It's got crossed bats behind.
Yeah, they lined up the bat so it kind of is an extension of the gold that goes into the card. It's cool. Like, I think the placement of the patch is sometimes so important. Like, because it can make or break whether the card is something that somebody really wants or not. Like, I have a Griffey. It's like a triple patch that has like 2 pinstripes, but one of the pinstripes is like kind of wonky. It's like kind of leaning over to the side, and it's like it just makes the whole card feel kind of like a card that I don't want to keep.
Definitely off center now. Huh?
You know what I mean? I think the placement is important sometimes. What you got, Steven?
So my next one, it's 2 cards. So, huge Dodger fan, right? Obviously, I'm a Dodger fan, and my birthday is September 25th. So anytime that I see a card that's out of 25 with the first number being 9, I take it. So my first one, obviously, Walker Buehler at definitive out of 25/09.
Sick.
So I took that one, and then I just recently picked this one up from this year's Diamond Icons, Kershaw.
Oh, nice.
So these are forever PC cards. So yeah, for sure. So it's
amazing. That's an amazing.
Two of my favorite Dodger pitchers. Not including Yamamoto, but those are definitely
both of them on card out of 25 too. That's sick, dude.
Yeah, those are sick, man.
That's
Appreciate
awesome.
It. Yeah, those are ones I'm happy about right there.
All right, we'll do one more round. One more round. So I do have a fondness for, and I realized I've been like over the last couple of years, like squirreling away a bunch of WWE, WWF cards. I used to really, when I was a kid, I used to really like professional wrestling. And so I'm actually going to run my first wrestling show this week. Should be kind of fun. But one of the cards,
I'll be there.
Huh?
If you got John Cena, I'll be there.
I think I got like 1 or 2. I don't have anything too crazy, but like, I don't have any like relics or anything like that. But come out on Thursday if you want. Thursday night. But one of my favorite wrestlers, I always liked the heels. Like, I liked the bad guys. And so one of my favorite wrestlers of all time was Mr. Perfect. And
on a Pandora. Look at that.
And I got a Pandora Mr. Perfect. Now, the thing that was kind of sad to me about this is that the card is not absolutely perfect. Like the centering, that is not going to gem. The front looks great. The back, I was like, oh, Oh man, because I would love to get like a gem, like a perfect Mr. Perfect. I think that'd be really fun to have in my collection. So I'm on the lookout for that. If anybody's got one of those, hit me up. But
so a little bit before that, do you remember the Soviet, the Russian hammer and sickle, Nikita Khrushchev and Ivan Koloff? So Ivan Koloff was a minister that married me and Tiff.
Oh, no way. I think you might have told me that. That's hilarious.
He's an ordained minister out of Greenville, North Carolina. We saw him on the registry, and I was like, oh my God, that's our guy. She's like, wow. I was like, he used to be a professional wrestler. That's our guy. He married us. It was cool. It was cool. So the last card that I got is because I'm a Yankees guy, and I've always loved the history of Babe Ruth. At a 2012 Topps, it's a Babe Ruth commemorative ring patch card.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a thickie. It's not numbered.
Yeah.
But it's got that commemorative ring in it that is just it's such a beautiful card to me. I don't know what it's worth, if anything. It's on my bookshelf and it's not going anywhere, so I'll never find out what it's worth. But that's the third card that I got. It makes me happy looking at it. I look at it and I'm like, yep, that's Babe Ruth.
Dude, I think that's one of the keys to finding contentment and success as a collector is just collecting what you like, what strikes you as cool. Like I have a thing for Pandoras for some reason. Like I love them. Like whatever you find that you like, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's worth anything, does it?
Yeah.
No.
I think Whatnot is like living proof that it doesn't matter if it's worth anything. It's like people will fight tooth and nail for like and pay $15 for a card that you got out of a $1 box just because they like the way it looks or
and Pandoras aren't in every box. If you think about it, Pandoras aren't in every box, so you can't always hit a Pandora.
Nope.
So one of those it's like kind of like a short print, I would say.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a crazy card to like mean something to you.
My favorite one would be the red Pandoras. Have you seen the red Pandoras? Those are solid. Like those are
They're beautiful.
I've never seen a red one. I've seen a bronze one.
The red ones are all football specific, aren't they, Steven?
Yeah.
I think the bronze. I had a bronze one to 33. Are the red ones like super low print?
The red ones are short printed, but they're not.
They're short printed. They're not numbered. Yeah, but they're.
Okay.
It's like one in like.
Never seen them.
Four cases, 4 boxes or something like that.
Is it optic or prism? I think it's prism, isn't it?
Oh, they're prism. That's prism.
Prism football. Red Pandoras.
Oh, that's cool. I might have to look into see if I can get some bears of those. Those are cool.
So my final card would be it's a set, and it's football. It's actually hanging right here behind me. So I got a full set. Let me see if I can bring you guys to it. How do I do this? Boom. So it's actually this set right here. It's the Mosaic National Pride.
Oh, nice blues.
Ooh, are those numbered? What are those?
No, they're not numbered. They're just they're National Pride inserts.
Oh yeah.
The blues were mega
blue, and I picked blue for infantry blue. So
I get those. I actually look out for those. I love those cards. Mm-hmm. Like that's a great. They look really cool together as a set.
Yeah, that's those ones. And then I'm working right now on what is I think it's is this Heritage or Archives? I'm working on the baseball one right now.
Oh yeah, I sold a Skubal and Gunnar Henderson this morning of those.
Yeah, so I just picked up the Bobby Witt this week, so
that's a good one.
Cool.
That's the next that I'm working on, and I'm gonna have it hanging up right there too. So
his 2 plays at shortstop versus Mexico were just, unbelievable, man. Just that dude he just gets better every year.
Yeah, hands down. That kid's he's something else, man.
Man, this time has really flown by. Just look at us.
It has.
Yapping away.
We're talking cardboard. That's what it is, man.
We're talking cardboard. And we just finished our first episode with our first ever guest to the show. So thank you so much, Steven. We really appreciate it. Let's give you a proper applause here with the media. Intense applause. There we go. I'll give you some intense applause there. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and have you back sometime soon.
Really
great. You guys let me know, man.
Awesome.
Really appreciate you coming on, taking your time, Steven. It's been great. One, talking to you just in person again, but we really appreciate you taking your time and stuff from your family and that to be with us today. That's awesome. Great story.
We will have a Patreon up very soon that will give you the ability to support what we're doing here on the podcast, where we have some cool plans for that. We want to do a private Givey stream on Whatnot for our members of our Patreon once we get that going. And any other parting things you want to say? We have an Instagram, don't we, Joe?
We have an Instagram, TikTok, and we're on Facebook.
And that is Talking Cardboard Live. Am I correct? Yeah. Yep. Look for the handle at Talking Cardboard Live to find us. And as you can see on the screen, you can find us on Whatnot as well. I think that's all I have for you. I'm John. This is Joe. There's Steven. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. And we will see you next time.
You guys, appreciate you. Appreciate y'all joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Be awesome.